There was a small quiet town tucked between blue mountains and silver rivers, where nights always felt a little magical. In this town lived a young boy named Ion, a shy dreamer whose heart carried more questions than his lips ever dared to speak. Every night, while the world slept under the soft blanket of darkness, Ion climbed up to the roof of his house and gazed at the moon. It wasn't just looking for him, it felt like listening. And he, as if it were the most natural thing in the world, talked to it. Ion believed the moon understood him. When life felt heavy, when loneliness knocked at his heart, and when he felt invisible in a world full of noise, he whispered everything to that glowing friend in the sky. Sometimes he asked why people were unkind. Sometimes he wondered why dreams felt so difficult. And sometimes he just sat there quietly, hoping the moon would understand the words he could not say. One night, after a long day at school where he had been mocked for being different, Ion felt more broken than usual. He dragged his feet up the stairs, climbed onto the roof, and looked at the night sky with wet, trembling eyes. "Why does it hurt so much?" he whispered to the moon. "I try to be good. I try to help, but people still laugh at me. Why am I not enough?" The moon shone brighter, bathing him in a soft silver glow. The clouds parted slowly as if making space for the moon to listen more clearly. Ion wiped his tears and continued, "Everyone says I'm strange because I don't talk much. Because I like to draw. Because I dream too much. Am I really strange?" The wind blew gently across his face, almost like a comforting kiss. And for the first time in his life, Ion felt the silence around him respond. Not with words, but with a strange warmth that wrapped around him. It was as if the moon was whispering back, telling him not to give up. Over the next few weeks, talking to the moon became Ion's nightly ritual. He told it about his fears, his dreams, and the small sparks of hope he carried inside him. Every time he felt alone, the moon's glow reminded him that someone was listening. And slowly, his heart began to grow stronger. One evening, Ion saw an elderly man sitting alone at the edge of the playground. He looked tired, lost, and forgotten. The other children didn't pay attention to him, but something inside Ion tugged at him gently. He walked up to the man and sat beside him without saying a word. After a moment of silence, the man sighed and said, "You know, sometimes the world becomes too loud, and silence becomes your only friend." Ion looked at him with surprise. The man smiled weakly and continued, "Kids don't talk to me because I'm old. They think I don't understand." Ion felt something shift inside him. He remembered all the nights he had cried to the moon, hoping someone would understand him. Suddenly he realized he wasn't the only one who felt invisible. Ion listened, really listened, to the man, just as the moon listened to him. When the man finished, he said, "Thank you, son. You're the first person to sit with me." And in that moment, Ion understood something the moon had been trying to tell him all along. Sometimes listening is the greatest kindness. From that day on, Ion started noticing things he never paid attention to before: the quiet boy,